Alright, here's week 8. Okay, so this is the draft versus TNA. Week 8, I'll probably put the ratings on whatever they were on in the description. Okay, first off, Hulk Hogan comes out to the ring and basically he's talking about, I'm on a high, brother, I'm high as hell, and he's talking about how he basically just puts over RVD, Jeff Hardy, and AJ even, which was pretty cool. Like, I was surprised that he actually came out there and just talked about how good they are and stuff like that, and not talking about himself, basically. But, yeah, and then he mentions the new ranking system, which is pretty cool. I think everybody should go vote. Desmond Wolf's in the lead, and Jeff Hardy's right underneath. I think Pope and Anderson are underneath that, which is cool. I definitely vote because I want to see Desmond Wolf fight RVD. That'd be pretty cool. But anyway, RVD comes out. It gives his first promo as the new world champ. Um, he was saying that basically that TNA lets RVD be RVD, which I thought was really cool, which WWE doesn't ever let him do, never let him do, which that's why I'm glad he's in TNA, because you can tell they do the Anderson, everybody that does these promos, a lot of these promos, they just go out there and say whatever the hell they want. It's not scripted, which is great. But anyway, RVD says that people in the world don't understand his connection with Mother Nature's finest, which I think is hilarious. I'm so glad they're letting them get away with all these drug jokes, because WWE would never let him do the RVD 420 or anything like that. Yeah, it's a little corny, but I like it because it reminds me of old ECW. I mean, maybe like, fanboys and kids under the age like don't understand, but I mean all the RVD weed jokes are basically from the 90s and from ECW. So anyway, he says people don't understand his connection with Mother Nature's finest. Flair and AJ come out, interrupt, and the whole crowd is chanting X World Champs, which I thought was hilarious. AJ calls RVD a hippie freak from Southern California, and then he says, "You think you're gonna be? Did you say you're gonna be the greatest TNA World Champion of all time? Are you high right now?" Just the way AJ said it is so funny. And then Taz, you just hear Taz in the back like, "Oh, probably," like fucking idiot. But I don't know, it's funny. I mean, even Taz's commentary on it's funny. And then AJ says, "Put that in your pipe and smoke it." Blah blah blah. Flair says, talking about Flair starts talking about Hogan and his new religion and stuff like that, and he says he's gonna take the ring back from Abyss. Basically, it was a good promo, a good opening promo. It was just really surprising. I just a lot of good promo work by the 4 guys, and I was just really surprised. Over on WWE, they have a tag team titles match with Showmiz versus the Hart Dynasty, and the Hart Dynasty finally gets the belts. They're gonna have an actual tag team, not just 2 people thrown together as the tag team champions. I think that's great. And then Big Show punches out Miz after the match. Anyway, so on WWE they have a pointless Divas match, which is apparently for a draft pick. And then over on TNA they have a pointless women's title match, which was really stupid. And at the end of it, Madison Rayne wins and Tara beats down Angelina Love. Stupid. And apparently Kelly Kelly's getting demoted to SmackDown. And I'm going to say demoted every time somebody goes to SmackDown because that's what the WWE says SmackDown is. I think SmackDown's a better wrestling show than Raw, but they consider it a demotion. So I'm going to say they're demoted, and then you get a raise if you go to Raw. You're promoted if you go to Raw. So anyway, pointless Divas match on both shows at the same time. On WWE, Matt Sydal versus CM Punk. If you don't know who Matt Sydal is, you're a WWE fanboy. Go look it up. It was a really good match. Reminded me of some ROH matches, which was pretty cool. And so anyway, the guy runs in, helps CM Punk win, and people are saying it's Joey Mercury. I thought it was Just Incredible at first, but apparently it is Joey Mercury, I think. And Big Show gets demoted to SmackDown. Over on TNA, they have a pointless X Division match, X Division title match for Shannon Moore versus Kaz. Kaz wins, and Samoa Joe comes out and just basically just destroys Kaz and just beats the hell out of him, and just randomly after Kaz wins. So yeah, that's what happened. But it was a pointless match because it was a good match, but nothing happened. I don't like these title matches where titles don't change hands and stuff. So that was happening at the same time as Matt Sydal and CM Punk. On TNA, there's a really good promo by Abyss. he gives this promo just talking about basically how he knows like Hulk Hogan's Hall of Fame ring has no powers, and it's just stupid if if the fans think that that's what they're trying to say, and that basically it just gives him, inspiration, which I thought was pretty cool because I had been getting tired of them saying it had powers and stupid shit like that. But anyway, there's a great promo by Sheamus and Randy Orton on Raw. Gets fucking interrupted by John Cena. It starts playing baby games like, oh, I'm on a cell phone, like just like, oh, blah blah blah, Sheamus, like on a candy toy cell phone. Probably wasn't even a real cell phone. Just playing games for the kids. I don't know how people can watch this shit. Just fucking John Cena, just acting. He's horrible. He's not even fucking funny. It's terrible. God, it's just so annoying. You just ruined everything. Anyway, on TNA, AJ and Sting versus Jeff Hardy and Double J. Match was all over the place in the crowd, up in the Raptors, and it had a really shit finish. Hardy was about to do the swanton onto AJ, off of the stage from a ladder, and then Sting hit Jarrett in the bat, halfway up the stairs to the Raptors. They didn't even get up to the Raptors. He just hits him with the bat, and then that's the end, and you don't get to see Hardy do the swanton. It was just really a really dumb match. Apparently, okay, there's a big tag match on WWE, and there was a bunch of people, and I'm not going to name all of them. It's basically Team Mysterio for SmackDown, because that's the only person I like on that team, and Team Santino MVP, I guess, because those are the only people I liked on that team. And they got the draft picks of Morrison, R-Truth, and Edge all got promoted, basically, to SmackDown. I mean, to Raw. So, there's a match between Jericho and Christian. It was pretty good. And Kofi got drafted to SmackDown, demoted, pretty much. There's a match with Swagger and Morrison, which was pretty good, too. And Christian got demoted to SmackDown. So R-Truth is, his punishment from being in TNA is over. But Christian's has just begun. I'm surprised Gail Kim didn't get drafted to SmackDown for her punishment, too. Anyway, there's a good promo with Ted DiBiase Jr. and R-Truth, where he's first it was with Carlito, and it's like he's trying to get somebody to carry his bags like Virgil. So he asks R-Truth, and he's just all I don't know, he slaps, I don't know, I think he slapped Ted DiBiase in the face and said, "Truth, don't play that," and it was just a really racist promo, and I was really surprised by it, but it was pretty funny, so that was good. Jesse Neal over on TNA, I guess, asked Team 3D, kind of like in a gritty filter kind of way. The gritty, filter they're starting to use for these backstage segments. Talking about that he's going to team with Matt Morgan, apparently, against 3D, and they're like, well, go for it, but he's going to beat the shit out of you. So that's what happened with that. And Cena, basically, they over on WWE, they had a 20-minute Cena Captain America Superman video package with Nickelback playing, talking about the troops and just how America Cena is. It was really ridiculous. And then they had a match with Mr. Ziggles versus fucking Hornswoggle. Pointless match. Just pointless. And then Mr. Ziggles chokes out a midget on live television. Just chokes out a little person. Just chokes him to death. Apparently Jericho's going to Raw. Got promoted. And then the last match on WWE, Sheamus versus Orton versus Batista. It was good until Edge comes out and ruins everything, as usual, pretty much. And then in the supplemental draft, the Whole Heart Foundation got promoted to Raw. Goldust got promoted to Raw, which is good. I want to see more Goldust. MVP got demoted to SmackDown, and Cody Rhodes got demoted to SmackDown. Okay. Anyway, on TNA. I don't have any pictures of this, but the greatest promo, you have to go look this up. The Pope and Ken Anderson, best promo I've seen from TNA in a long time. Just the funniest stuff. Anderson's calling him the Kool-Aid Man, and that the fans are drinking the Kool-Aid, and they had to bleep out because when Pope does this pimp slap on Anderson, he called him Kennedy, and they had to bleep out Kennedy. Yeah, I don't want to give much away of it, but definitely just go look it up. Anderson shoves his thumb in Pope's eye, and what does he say? He's like, "Can I get a ha, men?" Oh my god, I laughed so hard. Just go look this up. It's the greatest promo I've ever seen from TNA, I swear. Pointless tag team match, Jesse Neal Matt Morgan versus Team 3. It was an okay match, but then, Matt Morgan, well, apparently Team 3 killed X-Pac right before the match. But it was a stupid match. Morgan takes out Jesse Neal, apparently, but then Shannon Moore runs in and saves Jesse Neal at the end of it. Eric Bischoff's talking about the voting system, and Black Machismo comes in and starts listing off Hall of Famers like crazy. It's pretty funny. But apparently Orlando Jordan's going to have a new segment called the Ozone. That's going to be next week. Flair gives a great promo. They give it like a gritty filter, talking about why he doesn't want Abyss to have the stupid Hall of Fame ring, which I thought was a pretty cool promo, and he talks about Steve Austin in it, which was pretty cool. The match between Abyss and Flair, it was okay, but it's hard watching Flair get hurt this bad in matches, and eventually he beats him down and takes the ring from him. Hogan takes the ring. There's a lot of blood, and it was okay, but I'm just tired of seeing it.